Hey, yo, what's up, guys? So this Kyren Lacy story just took another U-turn. So 4 days ago, Kyren Lacy's attorney, Matthew Ori, dropped a video basically acknowledging that his client was, weaving in and out of traffic, that he was driving on the oncoming lane, but that he started braking well before the scene of the accident, that he pulled back into his lane. Basically, someone exonerating his client and showing a highly edited video clip, that's really zoomed in, just showing that his client was slowing down way ahead of the accident, and, he did nothing wrong, basically. So a lot of people thought he was innocent and started running with that. Anyways, this is the clip that Kyren Lacy's attorney posted 4 days ago. Just watch a short clip here.
Yeah, so what you'll see is in the top left of the screen, you're going to see multiple cars just making their way south to Thibodaux, coming from Vacherie. At some point in time, you're going to see the collision, which we're going to know is vehicle number 2 from oncoming traffic colliding with the vehicle of Mr. Hall. You will see another vehicle come to a stop, and then you'll see Kyren Lacy come to a stop.
So as we've seen the video, it looks like the impact happens, and then Kyren Lacy is behind him. How far away was he from there?
Well, yeah, that's the beauty of the investigative report that I now have my hands on. We know from data that Kyren Lacy did, in fact, pass 4 cars. There's no disputing that. Further north, Kyren Lacy passed 4 cars. However, he was back in his lane of travel, 92.3 yards. Back in his lane, behind Mr. Hall. At the time of impact, he's 72.6 yards behind the vehicles at the time of impact. Keyword, behind the vehicles. That is not how this story was ever painted. Never.
Yes, please.
Okay, you see what he did there? At the very end, he said, that's not how the story was painted. Kind of alluding to the fact that the police investigation, police report was incorrect, and that what he's saying is true. Anyways, everyone reacted to this clip from 4 days ago, basically exonerating the kid. But when you actually think about it, what did he actually say? He said that his client was 70 yards away from the accident. Now, picture this. Imagine you're driving on a lane that's only going in one direction. Like, there's only one lane going north. And there's a car coming. He's in your lane, but he's coming towards you. He's only 70 yards away. That's 3/4 of a football field. That's not very far. And he's speeding, traveling 80 miles an hour. Let me show you this here. He's traveling 80 miles an hour. Where is that here? He's traveling 80 miles an hour. And you're traveling the speed limit, which is about 40 miles an hour. Take a look here. I did this at 100 yards, okay? So even further than 70 yards. He's going 80 miles an hour. You're going 40 miles an hour. You two are going to collide in less than 2 seconds, 1.7 seconds. So obviously, a lot of people are going to be, reacting to seeing a car in their lane coming towards them. So they're going to pull over or swerve to the other side. That's just a natural instinct to do. Anyways, let's just get back to the clip here. Okay, so this is ESPN's Ryan Clark, a serial race baiter on Monday Night Football, and listen to what he said.
Yes, I beg your pardon. I did want to clear space for this.
1 second, please.
This is important.
Yes, guys, Kyren Lacy was supposed to be in the NFL. Kyren Lacy was accused of something and being investigated for something that he didn't do, and he died having to live with the guilt and the consequences of a guilty man knowing he was innocent. It recently was discovered that he was 72 yards away from the crash, that police and state policemen tried to coerce and doctor and use ways to manipulate statements that put this young man behind bars. They changed his joy, they changed his life, and eventually he took his own life. This was supposed to be a career, but at least he was supposed to be here. At some point throughout his career, I would expect to have said his name. So I'm going to say his name tonight.
Amen.
Kyren Lacy was innocent.
Okay, look, I have no problem with Ryan Clark saying what he said here, because pretty much everyone thought, after his attorney dropped that video, that Kyren Lacy was innocent. That's what it looked like. So I have no problem with him saying this, on Monday Night Football. However, I will have an issue with Ryan Clark if he does not offer a retraction, because he's literally putting the Louisiana police out there, making them look bad. that, also implying that they kind of set up Kyren Lacy here. But take a look at this video here. This is the actual police body cam video, and you'll see what happens immediately.
According to the video timestamp, at 12:03 p.m. and 52 seconds, a green Dodge Charger is seen traveling south in the opposing lane on LA 20 at a high rate of speed, passing 3 passenger vehicles and 1 loaded 18-wheeler in a designated no passing zone with a 40-mile-per-hour posted speed limit. As the green Dodge Charger returns to the southbound lane, aggressive braking and engine deceleration are immediately followed by a crash that can be heard on the surveillance footage.
Look how fast he's going here, weaving in and out of traffic. He's driving on the oncoming lane too. Like, there's only one lane going south and one northbound lane.
According to the video timestamp, at 12:03 p.m. and 54 seconds, a portion of the crash can be seen as it occurs. Moments before the crash, the gold pickup truck abruptly veers out of the northbound lane into a business, while the green Charger is approaching in the same lane. Immediately after the crash occurred, the green Charger was observed on surveillance video and by witnesses traveling through the crash scene and continues north on LA 20, failing to stop. At the same time, all other vehicles remain at the scene to provide assistance.
This kid caused the accident and just took off. Take a look at how bad the accident was. Listen to what the witnesses say. The very first thing witnesses say.
Head on.
Did you see a green Charger flying that way? A green Charger?
Green Charger.
There was a green Charger.
And that's a black man saying that.
Caused all this.
SRT8, he caused all of it. He went to pass the cars way back there, sir.
The green Charger collided with these cars?
He went right between.
He went around that truck, okay?
He was passing up with
her right now, and she had no choice. She hits the pole, she hits this.
How are the injuries? What
she
are they?
got a broken ankle.
And
two are
complaining about back injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was on
So
the phone when
2 back injuries, 1 broken ankle?
Yeah,
I'm not. I just told him not to move. You know what I'm saying? Me doing my part.
You said something about a green Charger. Who told you something about a green Charger?
I'm down 18 wheeler right there, sir.
Okay, so you saw it?
I saw it.
What did you see happen?
He went to pass him. I say when he went to pass these cars back there. He was back there around around the curve. All right.
Okay.
All right. Hey, he come down. Right. When he come down, I got Mr.
Okay.
He had his brother that he was taken to the emergency room, to the hospital or something like that, chemo or something like that. But I got his number also to verify this, because he was the car that was in front of her. When that green Charger came, he went caused this whole big traffic, so everybody went to hitting brakes because the Charger, I thought he was hitting the gold truck head on. So he jammed on brakes. She was coming down. They was going that way. When I saw...
Which way was the Charger going? The Charger
was going this way.
Charger's going this way, okay.
She was coming this way.
Okay.
They was going this way also. Mr. jammed on brakes. She went to dodge Mr. And that's when she came on.
I was watching. I was by the gas station.
On the left side.
Okay, let me just clarify this because some of you might not catch this. So the white car, it's traveling northbound. There's 1 lane for each northbound, southbound. Kyren Lacy, he's traveling southbound, but he's on the northbound lane, on the oncoming lane. There's a gold pickup truck in front of this white car. The white car is the one that got into the accident. The white car swerved left. There's the gold pickup truck in front of this white car. He swerved right when he saw Kyren Lacy. He kind of swerved right or pulled over to the right on the shoulder. I don't know if his car was completely on the shoulder or if he was kind of partially on the shoulder, which forced the white car to swerve to the left. The pickup driver, he said that he was the one that said he blamed the lady here in the white car, saying that she was tailgating him and that she reacted slowly. So, but everyone else, all the other witnesses, including the guy who's driving the 18-wheeler, the black fella here, he's driving the 18-wheeler. He's sitting up high. He's got a better view, a bird's eye view. So everyone else said it was Kyren Lacy's fault. And they don't even know his race, okay? Not that it matters, but they only know the color of the car.
Come over and hit him.
Which 18 wheel were you driving?
The rebel.
Okay. So the Charger, I guess, passed you up.
The Charger D-line, it was cars behind me because I'm taking my time.
And the Charger was passing all these cars in this
everybody.
lane. And so almost hit this one head on.
No, he almost hit this. It was a gold truck. I got his number right here. That's why I took his number and his name.
Almost hit the gold truck head on.
Yeah, that's his number and phone number and name.
So the gold truck, what did the gold truck do?
The gold truck in his area right here.
The gold truck slams on his brakes.
Slams on brakes to stop the Charger. The Charger swerves back in.
Okay.
And cut somebody else off, whoever was behind them.
Okay.
But then they slammed on, the Charger, he swerved in front of them. They slammed on brakes. And by this time, he slips through, right?
Okay.
As he slips through, she's coming. She like to round the back of the gold truck. That's what I'm saying.
She almost hit the back of Miss.
Yeah, Miss.
Was Miss truck hit?
No. He was missed.
Okay. So the truck, Mr. He slammed on it.
In other words, it was right up. The gold truck was right up there.
Right. Yeah. He slams on his brakes to avoid the Charger.
Yeah.
This car,
what? Cuts that car off, if I'm not mistaken.
So what does this car do? It just swerves out the way to avoid.
So because I was watching it too.
She turned the wrong way. Yeah. Instead of going towards the post, she turned this way.
Yeah.
Okay, so she turned this way, and then this car was just coming.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. And then the Charger came around.
That's the number for the guy that was in the gold truck.
Okay. Charger passed in between the mailbox and the car.
Stopped.
I took that because he was leaving, but
Okay.
And see what happened, the Charger had stopped.
Is a green Charger?
Yeah. But then when he seen what happened, he almost hit me because he came right here. And kept on.
He was the only one that that jumped out of traffic. Everybody else turned around went the other way. He jumped out of traffic, eased through here, and went on down the road.
Okay. Okay. Look, I know it's hurting right now, but do you think you could just tell me briefly what happened? Or do you remember?
I just know the truck was stopping on brakes. The other car was trying to pass the other car. I was trying to dodge by not hitting them by coming around.
Okay. Do you remember how fast you were going?
The speed limit.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
While on scene, the investigating trooper obtained written and recorded statements. The trooper also spoke with additional witnesses via phone and ultimately obtained written statements later in the investigation. After the crash, the passenger in the Kia Sorento died. As part of the continued investigation, the investigating trooper made contact with the driver of the gold truck at a later date to obtain an official written statement based on previous conversations. Troopers also received an additional witness statement describing the erratic driving behavior of the green Charger 10 minutes before the crash. Additionally, troopers determined that less than 10 minutes after the crash occurred, evidence supports that Lacy's first outgoing phone call was to a Baton Rouge area personal injury and defense attorney.
Okay, so why did he call a defense attorney 10 minutes after the crash? He knew that he was responsible for this accident, yet he just still peels off. Like, that is crazy. You see an accident like that, and that was a pretty bad accident where, a lot of people would think someone's life would have been, someone would have died there in that accident. And you have the audacity to just take off like that. That is crazy, okay? Anyways, this lawyer, what he did was like really sneaky. Like, I don't blame him because that's his client. He's a defense lawyer. He's representing his client. But this guy almost started a race war because when he dropped that video 4 days ago, that interview, everyone, including myself, I thought that, Kyren Lacy was innocent, that he was, that the cops were doing him dirty here. But that wasn't the case. So hopefully we'll see, Ryan Clark offer a retraction on next week's Monday Night Football. Anyways, that's it, guys, for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.